No, I don't want to show any solidarity with them. So
Start saying it.
this is the Ramble's team of the season in an Aussie accent.
Deal with it.
It's a cigarette coming from that side.
You're watching a clip from the Football Ramble podcast. For the full episode, search Football Ramble wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes out Monday to Friday. For now, enjoy this video.
Are you ready to jingle your bells and find out who my favourite footballers have been of the past 12 months?
Who else played this season? What other players played?
I have not picked any Arsenal players, actually. It felt like cheating, and I'm struggling to think of why. So, Granit Xhaka, put him in there.
Goalkeepers. I mean, most people in their team of the year would go for people who've actually had a good season. I'm going to go for David De Gea because he's just provided a lot of content for the Football Ramble this season, and I hope he stays.
Centre-back, I'm going to go for Sven Botman because he's been very good, and I feel like Newcastle were a team of centre-backs, so you can just dip your hand in the black and white bag and pull one out.
I've got right back, so I'm going to go for Benjamin White, who's had an excellent season in that position. But Ben White doesn't know how good Ben White is because Ben White's never watched Ben White play. And you can't get better than a quick hit fitter.
So for centre-back, I think you can't look past Harry Maguire. Because look, I feel sorry for Harry Maguire. A lot of people mock him. But, you know, in the Europa League, a ball cannoned in off of his massive head, really contributing to their elimination from Europe and to Sevilla going on to win the Europa League yet again. He is just a magnet for absolute chaos. And he's kind of unfairly maligned sometimes, but he is also fairly maligned sometimes.
Left back. Left back. He's not really a left back. I don't know why he's there. He's managed to keep Matt Targett out of the team. It's Big Dan B at Newcastle United. He's long. He looks like one of those kind of inflatable men on a garage forecourt, and yet inexplicably he's marking right wingers out of the game. I don't know why he's there. I don't know how he's managed to keep the players out that he's managed to keep up. I'm hoping that's not going to continue in 2023-24, but I'm having a good time. Big Dan B, Geordie at left back. It's insanity, but I love it.
Centre mid. I'm going to go for Declan Rice. I thought about Casemiro, but in fact I'm going to change and go Casemiro because he was very good. Even when he got sent off, he got sent off in quite interesting ways. Declan Rice is too reliable to have fun with.
Can you hear that? There's a fly on my head.
Whoa, there was. There really was a fly on your head.
I hope you got that in high def, Finn.
Left centre mid, I'm going to go with Alexis McAllister because he won a World Cup and that's one of the good things you can win. And also it seems to have really annoyed Jim because I think he's going to pick him in his designated midfield position.
Right centre mid, this bit of shoehorn in here. I'm going to go for Joelinton because it's an incredible turnaround. The fortunes of his time at Newcastle United, so to speak, it's an incredible story. He's changed his position. He's sort of all action now, absolutely all over the place. Came in as a sort of striker that was a sort of a winger that was neither of those things. He was a joke. They called him too big to fail because they spent so much money on him, and obviously the changes that have happened have led to him being this incredibly effective and consistent player. And it's just nice to see that happen to someone, isn't it? It's nice to see someone, you know, manage to turn things around. So good for him.
My opinions are so goddamn spicy that a fly tried to suck it up through his little mouth. Or it could be said that it's just shit.
Right wing, I'm going to go for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because I think it'd just be funny. Because he's so rubbish. He was rubbish. Like the arrogance of doing that BT commercial.
Arsenal, nothing personal.
Being subbed off twice against Arsenal. Yeah, and then basically having to be snuck off like under coats. Like he was, just being, taken under house arrest. It was amazing. He was rubbish. He was so rubbish.
Target man, centre forward, striker, Mitrovic. He attacked a referee. He scored an inexplicable amount of goals. I think I said at one point that he wouldn't do very well this season in the Premier League because it's a step up from what he kind of flourishes in. But he's had a really good season. So Alexander Mitrovic. I'm off to Belgrade next week.
That's why you picked him.
That's why I picked him.
That's the sound of Pete getting on a line bike, by the way. Just in the back.
Is it?
Yep.
Bye.
Left wing, you've got to go for Jack Grealish, surely. You can't have a Ramble team that doesn't have Jack Grealish in it. The man is an absolute party monster. He was built for a good time, whether that is playing football, having a night out, dancing, celebrating, just gardening. He got into gardening this year. He became a DJ. He had his own spot in the metaverse.
I'm not casting aspersions, but we are in a nightclub and he does look focused.
He is just fun, just pure personified fun. He is Dionysius made flesh. He is brilliant. I love him.
Pete, why are you cycling like a Jane Austen character?
I'd like to nominate a manager and an assistant as well. The manager's got to be Nathan Jones.
I was the fittest human being in history.
I've enjoyed Nathan Jones so much this season. He is the one thing that stood in the way of Pep Guardiola doing a quadruple with Man City, which would have been unprecedented. His press conferences were so much fun. I got a sense that, because he was always leaning forward like this, wasn't he? I really got the sense he had a knife in at least one of his hands. And for the assistant, obviously Jason Tindall, the Mike Dean of being an assistant, just in the shots all the time, getting in there with the handshakes, fronting up, being big. I like it. He's visible, he's present, it's cool. He's probably a knob.
My honourable mention is going to be João Cancelo, because I think the league got a bit less fun when he left. And is that not the measure of a interesting player when they leave and you get a bit sad?
You didn't think about that answer at all.
Not at all. João Cancelo.
So the defensive unit there is David De Gea, Ben White, Sven Botman, Harry Maguire and Dan Burn. And actually, obviously, you know, Maguire and De Gea have had iffy seasons, but that's pretty solid otherwise. So I think that would be all right, apart from in the two places where it wouldn't be. So yeah, that's going to be a problem. Midfield would have had Declan Rice, but apparently he's too boring. So Casemiro's gone in there alongside Joelinton and Alexis McAllister. Our forward line is Jack Grealish, Alexander Mitrovic, and on the right wing, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who, let's be honest, is just going to be standing there. So look, essentially a steward. So I think that's going to probably dent our title challenge for sure. Europa League, maybe. I'm not sure. I think our team might be shit.
And that was the last time we saw him.
Thanks for watching a clip from the Football Ramble podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And if you're feeling extra generous, why don't you like this video? Why don't you like this video?